Back now in Los Angeles. What a terrific return here for the Rams. A wild card berth, but the visiting Redskins with a field goal try coming that would effectively end this storybook season. From 39 yards out, Dustin Hopkins. Oh, wait here. Whistles on the snap. The kick on the way actually went through, but I think we got a timeout.
You see Jeff Fisher there pleading his case, and you'll see him now running down the sidelines, pleading for another playoff miracle timeout.
Hey, listen up. This is a real good place to be right now. We can take it over. Let's shift it and put the pressure on them.
So now all eyes back on the fourth-year man Hopkins. He did miss one earlier from 42.
Miss another one. Here we go. You're going to miss it. Miss it.
From 39. Oh! Quinn over the top, and he blocks it. And the Rams fall on the football.
Dang, man. Come on. This way. Let's go, Trees. That's big time, man. Let's
So
go.
now everything changes. The Rams are back in business. And here comes the rookie quarterback, Jared Goff.
All right, guys, this is our time. Let's finish this thing right here. Let's finish it. One play at a time. Run it down their throat. O-line, let's go. Right here.
Let's go, man. Just bring the ball.
3 minutes to play. The Rams come up on, without question, their biggest drive of the year. And he's going to go backwards as the Rams wind up losing yardage here on first down. Now the Rams at 11-5 this year. Some would say surprise winners of the NFC West. Now they need a touchdown to stay alive. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a third down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Oh, they'll run the end around with Austin. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. The Rams come up on 4th down. 1 play remains to keep their playoff hopes alive. Now it's gone. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. 2 minutes to go here in an NFC wildcard game that is shaping up to be a classic. Back to Southern California after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the 50, it's Goff. Over the middle, he hits Austin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Here's Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Gurley again here on first down. And he is in. Touchdown Rams. Gurley able to take it in, and now L.A. a point away from tying this wild card game.
Oh, yes, 2-point. 2-point. I love it. Let's go. Let's go win this thing right now. All right, boys. Moving on or going home. Season comes down to 2 yards. I'm not ready to go home. I don't know about y'all. Let's do this right now. It doesn't matter if we run or pass. Who wants it?
Hey, bro. I'll be open, bro. I'll be open.
We got West right, half left, 372 scout right, Y seam, Z shape.
A 2-point conversion to decide it. Rams looking to move on. Redskins trying to avoid a second straight wild card exit. They don't convert. The 2-point conversion, no good. The Redskins hold. And Fisher's decision to go for 2 does not pay off.
Yeah, got him on lock, baby. You see what we made of. Haters gonna hate, but y'all gotta come see us.
Los Angeles got their team. They made the playoffs, but their Hollywood story falls one act short. This is Madden NFL 17. Welcome to Madden NFL 17. Before we hit the gridiron, let's take a look at a few options. First up, very simple. Select your favorite team. If you're new to Madden, we recommend starting on either. Brandon Gaudin here to tell you about what's new in-game play for Madden NFL 17. This year, the team focused heavily on three specific areas: the ground game, zone defense, and special teams. We have overhauled ball carrier locomotion, momentum, and balance. The special move system has been completely rewritten around a new defender fake-out system. We've added new feedback systems and an auto-move setting on rookie and pro difficulty levels to help users master the new systems. Finally, we have tackle battles, which will trigger a prompt that gives users more control to influence the outcomes of certain tackles. Defensive gap play is new to... And just like that, you're set. It's time to play, and we hope you enjoy it. Madden NFL 17. Give me what you got. Give me what you got. I said, roll up, you come get your love. I don't care where we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, you come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I'll be waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Extra touch and pull, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake extra touch and pull, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake extra touch and pull, hand in hand for one last touch. Give me what you got, oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, you come get your love. I don't care where we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, you come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up.
happen often more than just a little. I be shutting down the city, block the latest gears. When she where you see that sun in the air. Fashion week all year, throwing money in the air. She's happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot is in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, then we went up.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley.
And yes, Larry, White Stuff is on the ground and in the air. 3 inches fell overnight, and we expect more as this game wears on. Should be interesting here at MetLife Stadium, just outside of New York City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Giants and the Houston Texans. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First down, Osweiler. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew. This is caught inside the 15. They'll get 32 yards there. And that'll be good for a Houston first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Cecil Shorts, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. So they cannot get into the end zone to add the extra pair of points. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way, to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. On first down, Manning. It's brought in by Harris. 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Jalen Strong, the intended receiver, and it's second down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Osweiler, he's going to look deep down the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. 10 yards to go on 3rd. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On 3rd down, Osweiler. He's going to take another shot here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Now the Texans want to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Dwayne Harris, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down. A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys did.
Now he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
To throw is Manning. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And as a defender, if you come up with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the 1st quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich thrown against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
He's going to try and go deep again. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play. They look for him to try it again later.
He's going to go up top again. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On 4th down, the Giants call on Brad Wing to punt it away. Back deep for Houston, Keith Mumphrey. Here's Mumphrey. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw it in.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter, picked off by Landon Collins. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback.
And Harris has got it. Touchdown, Giants. Dwayne Harris, 43 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here comes Keith Mumphrey. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
2nd and 10. It's Osweiler again. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Here we go.
Now it's Osweiler. He's got the completion to Strong. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you, and maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around, but the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
This guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because there's so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots. The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The Houston defense we watch as they get set to go. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Manning to throw on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Bryant Cushing.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
After the interception, here's Osweiler. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
From the gun on 3rd down, Osweiler. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's Osweiler to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants